Oh, this was his first response. This one was chock full of the most pathetic, just like grasping ad hominem. And you have to remember that this guy apparently was my friend for 2 years. Now, I've said a lot of things about Hasan, but I'm not like, I mean, we were during our time together, we were friends. You know, I'm not like, because he's like, oh, he's dumb. He's fucking stupid and he doesn't know anything. And it's like, well, had a political show for 2 years. That's how you felt about me the whole time? I don't know. Like, I won't say like I felt that about him when we were friends.
Person who definitely understands things. Very smart, very intelligent. Definitely not a fucking hack ass, failed ass, dumbass fucking comedian.
Bro, I've never tried to be a comedian, a failed comedian. What are you talking about? You were the one in my emails begging me for a collab on the Young Turks.
Right, that did happen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why would you? It's so like pathetic, bro. And again, it's like it's not even a sore spot for me or anything because I'm not a comedian. I've never tried to be a professional comedian.
He's not funny.
Exactly. I keep trying to tell everyone that.
Yeah, we say, you know, in the comedy
We can't say I'm failed either way.
I
mean, I'm doing pretty good.
You're doing okay.
I mean, I just posted a video about your dumbass that got 2 million views.
Right.
In 2 days.
Hack ass, failed ass, dumbass fucking comedian.
I mean, it's just such an L take. It's just pathetic. It's like you're really at your rock bottom here right now.
Comedian. In air quotes.
Ooh!
Still.
Ooh!
I didn't even hear what you said.
Not funny.
Air quotes.
Not funny. Just like you're a socialist. Yeah. By the way, theory time, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. Hasan says he adopted his dog. He went all over LA looking for the perfect dog. Oh, I went to all of these pounds. I couldn't find the perfect dog. But then magically, off camera, I found on Craigslist this post where they were giving away $20,000 designer dogs. And I was so lucky, Hasan Piker. I found this. Can anybody find me a Craigslist post where they're giving away $20,000 designer dogs? Because I'd like to inquire. He bought that dog. He bought the fucking dog, and he doesn't want to admit it. Obviously. And by the way,
I don't know. I don't know nothing.
That's not the only lie he tells about his personal life. I did a story about it, but people didn't pick it up. But I don't give a fuck. This guy's a piece of shit. No, but people need to ask Hasan who's cooking his chicken off screen in his house. Who's cooking that chicken? Who's taking care of him?
Fucking fried chicken.
Kaya? Is that what you're implying?
Dogs cannot cook chicken, Dan.
Oh.
Last I checked. Just saying. There's somebody... Since our friendship was a farce, apparently, according to him, right? There's something he goes, don't tell anyone, though, for obvious reasons. That I have this bougie-ass fucking... I'm just saying. Somebody's cooking his chicken. And they don't look like they're getting a piece of the pie either. You know what I mean? They're not on that socialist. They're not on that socialized workplace salary. You know what I mean? Cooking chicken's a big deal. That's integral to his daily routine. Of course she's entitled to a % of his profits. Duh. Socialism, bro. Live it, bro. Live it. Be the socialist you say you are. Anyway, that's just me. You guys should ask him about the chicken. And also ask him for the Craigslist post about giving away the $20,000 free designer dogs. You guys, oh my God, I've been looking high and low for the perfect dog. I've been to 20 pounds. And then magically one night, I found it was like a Portuguese black spotted a pit bulldog. Yeah, I know it's crazy, you guys. They usually cost like $50,000 from really obscure breeders in Japan only. But I found one for free on Craigslist.
And it was also a puppy.
And it was a pup. Oh my God. He found a designer dog puppy for free on Craigslist. And that's how afraid of his audience he is. He can't even be honest about that. Like, he did good things. He donated to Pounds and stuff, which is good, right? He donated for people's adoptions. That's a good thing to do. But he's so afraid of his fucking audience, and he needs to be perceived as this perfect moral arbiter, this perfect moral representative of of a person, that he can't be like, yeah, I bought the dog. Dumbass liar. Anyway, go on. Listen, our friendship was a farce, so just speak your shit. Speak your shit and I'll speak my shit. Nobody ever calls me a fake comedian.
This is all a farce.
That's gloves off, buddy. I'll tell you what, man.
Still doing fucking 2014 memes on the timeline. Well, I'm not
even on the timeline. Excuse me, of 20. Bro, what are you even on? Excuse me, bro. My memes are fresh and hot, and they're not on the timeline. They're in the stories.
There
Not on the
were
time-
a lot of 2014 memes in your video. And this isn't a criticism, but let's just be real.
Like which?
Like the Ty Lopez and the
Oh,
fucking...
well, that was... Yeah, that was a callback, because his dumbass would...
Well, you're doing... Yeah, right, but I just...
He was like,
just
this
acknowledge.
guy's great because he reads a lot of books. He's fucking read so many books.
It's
he's
very Ty
awesome.
Lopez. You're right.
My garage.
I'm just pointing out.
But he hasn't... I mean,
It's roughly
apparently-
2014.
Because if that's what you're referring to, I mean, apparently he hasn't watched the video. I don't know.
timeline anymore. I'm actually too scared to be on the timeline, so I just fucking constantly whine about it from behind my Instagram stories. Even
Dude, the stuff he's going on about is just sad. Sorry, I'm like off Twitter. I thought that was a good thing. And also it's owned by white supremacist Nazis. Like, you probably should not be on there too, dumbass.
Yeah.
He's like, this pussy doesn't even spend time on fucking Twitter. This dude's a giant fucking pussy, bro. There's a clip of his son. They're having like a night out with, and like Valkyrie is with him, and she's like, Hasan's always on his phone. He's off screen, always on his phone, and he got all butthurt. It's like, yeah, we know, bro. You have a problem. You spend a lot of time on Twitter. That's not necessarily like a fucking admirable trait, dude. Dude, this pussy doesn't even spend time on Twitter. What a fucking loser. Bro, I just made an hour and 40-minute video talking in great detail about your deficits, right? And instead of addressing that, you're saying this dude's a pussy for not being on Twitter? That's your response? What?
even though I'm a fucking 50-year-old dude with like 3 children, and I spend most of my time.
So hold on. You're saying because I'm a 50-year-old dude and I have a family, therefore I should be on Twitter more and not hiding? Also, bro, let's please, dude. You're not that young. What's he, like 34, 35?
3. Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm sorry. I'm 39. We're in the same decade. You're lonely, family ass bitch. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, bro. I'm not judging you for not being married and not having a family, but let's be real here, okay? We're very close in age, okay? And he's doing the leafy. This man has fallen so far. He's doing the leafy. Get a load of this old fucking loser with kids. He doesn't even spend all his day on Twitter, dude. Like, dude he's scraping the bottom of the barrel. He is a lost.
You're a 34-year-old man. A 34-year-old man.
That's him. Hassan's doing that. At least Leafy was saying my real age, too. Now I'm 50, according to Hasan.
How old is this guy again?
He's
Like
44.
35, 40?
That's how old Hasan is. Leafy can do it. That's how old Hasan is.
Literally.
Like, what kind of insult is that, bro? What are you doing?
Online,
It's
just
my job too, by the way, and I make a good living. You know.
fucking crying
Yeah.
most of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, if I was one of those things, then obviously that would be really scary. You know, I'd be really scared of the rising tide of socialism and communism in the United States of America. Ooh, terror.
Yeah, I mean, that's not at all what the video was about. I mean, I think it was specifically targeted at like online, quote unquote, socialists who are more interested in like feeling superior and feeling like they're such great fucking people than actual like communism or socialism as it's expressed as like real people express it. But of course, if you watch the video, that was like maybe like, I don't know, like 30 seconds, like a short joke at the very beginning of the video. And this is what Hasan does. He does these straw mans. He goes, I didn't even watch the hour and 40-minute long video, but it's just about, socialists are scary. It's like, man, I can see why you think that. That's what I talked about for an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah.
Terror is what I would say. So that's why I'm looking like Tim Pool today, who surprisingly and completely unrelated to what I was saying. Oh my God, it's fucking 5 a.m. out here, dude. I'm literally, there's only so
You're
much I
crashing
can
out,
take.
bro.
God,
You should go to bed. You know, I think Hasan really needs to focus on his mental health. He needs to go to bed, okay, buddy? It's clearly that the sleep deprivation is getting to you. I say this not seriously, but because this is the type of shit that Hasan and his community have been telling me for a fucking year nonstop. And look at him now.
What the hell?
Who's crashing out now, bitch?
This guy, I literally had a disagreement with me over Israel. Ended the podcast. I was so fucking gracious to him. Far more gracious than he goddamn deserves.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you for finally saying what I knew you actually thought at the time.
Like,
which was the problem, of course.
Literally ends the podcast because he can't fucking cut it. Like, he's like, I don't want to talk about politics anymore because people are hurting my feelings when I talk about Israel, because it kind of comes across like I'm defending Israel. Okay. And then everybody goes, oh, you're defending Israel. It's like his whole shtick for the past year has been saying liberal Zionist talking points and then getting mad at everyone when they go, are you a Zionist?
What liberal... Bro, the fantasy world that they've built is incredible. What liberal Zionist talk? What is a liberal Zionist talking point?
Well, I mean, what they're probably referring to is stuff like the. I mean, it's essentially you saying that Israel should not be eliminated, and a two-state solution is the way forward.
The two-state solution. That's the liberal Zionist.
That is what a liberal Zionist.
You keep saying you're in favor of two-state, but like, why? So of course, me and my fans are going to call you a fucking Nazi baby-killing Zionist fucking ghoul. Of course.
I think that's a fair assessment. I don't want to speak for these people.
In my video, that was my takeaway too, is that it's like he's one state, I'm two state. And apparently being two state is like genocidal, I guess. It's fine.
And he's like, whoa, this is anti-Semitism. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. What kind of fucking moronic attitude is this? Just don't talk about politics. Just go back to fucking talking about like gooning or...
Gooning?
You talk a lot about gooning.
I don't know.
No, not really.
I don't remember ever talking gooning, but okay, I'm a gooner apparently. Okay, very well done, very good. We're very
good point.
Very poignant criticism of me.
Justin Baldoni, or
by the way, this guy covered Justin Baldoni. He did a ton of Justin Baldoni videos. He did. Just saying, ain't nothing wrong with talking about our boy JD.
He got in trouble for it.
JB.
Talking about like gooning or Justin Baldoni or is happening online. You're clearly not intellectually equipped enough, and you got fucking deluded by a sex cult, okay? Like Destiny was able to fucking brainwash you over the course of a year.
Bro, I don't know him. I can't get over how funny this shit is. Like, they need me to be like Destiny's best friend in the whole world or something. Like, that's the only way they can engage with this conversation. Also, he called me dumb. Did you guys notice that? I feel wounded, frankly.
It's too far, to be quite honest.
Only I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. I am very smart, I'll have you know. I have heard that consistently throughout my life from my mom.
Excuse me, sir.
You fucking liar. But I mean, it does speak a lot to his character in that this guy was alleging to be my friend for 2 years. And now he's like, no, he's actually the dumbest person alive. He's a liberal Zionist, the dumbest person alive. And he shouldn't even talk about politics because he's such a fucking loser. It's like, okay. Well, I thought we were friends. I feel he's really showing his ass here. He's the frat boy. He's dropping the good guy veneer, and the frat boy dipshit is coming out now.
I'm sorry. You got a child's brain. Go enjoy childish things.
A child's
the fuck
brain?
Is wrong?
Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. That's so below the belt. I have a grown man's brain. I think about grown man shit, and you know it. Think about dinner.
He's a big boy.
I think about, yeah, what are we going to do for dinner? I pay bills. I employ people.
You buy and sell stocks.
That's right.
Buy, sell.
Go enjoy childish things. The fuck is wrong with you? Why do you have...
Okay, bro, just because I play Plants vs. Zombies with my kids doesn't mean you get to insult me and call me a childish brain. That game is more complex than you think, bro.
Plants
And it
vs. Zombies?
Yeah. Plants vs. Zombies 2. And it has a really robust multiplayer system, bro. 1v1, it's fucking awesome.
That game is goated. I played it.
Yeah. Did you play the ladder?
No, I played it when it first came out. I think last time I played it was probably like 2018.
They have a ladder system. It's really fun.
I'll check it out again.
Where basically you just compete. Dan, this is important. You compete to see who gets the most points, but you have to pick certain plants. It's very cool.
Your fucking fan base hates it. You're clearly all the people in your...
I mean, your fan base hates it. They're all gone. My fan base likes it now. Because I'm spitting straight facts. No printer. Bitch. You really want my fans to hate it. You tried your best to make my fans hate it. And you were successful in definitely alienating a lot of them from me. But unlike you, I try to stick by my morals and not be captured by my audience. So
That's for sure. You do not listen to the audience. If there's
Thank
one
you.
thing I know about Ethan Klein.
Thank you. I mean, I appreciate that because it's listen, we live in a world where it's increasingly harder to not get captured by your audience because when you say something they disagree with, that it's like hell to pay and it feels horrible and it sucks and you don't want to feel like your fans hate you, but like people are so fucking insane online that it's kind of become a thing, and especially when you're doing politics, something as charged as that, you know, was with the Israel-Palestine conflict and all this. But anyway, yeah.
vicinity hate it, and you're still like, nah, I'm the number one guy. I'm the number one politics guy. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I'm number one in politics, baby. Listen to what he's actually saying. What he's actually saying is, despite people being angry at you, you've actually stuck to your beliefs and continue to talk about it. You weren't silenced by mass brigading and criticism. So you're dumb. Okay, very good.
Hey, dude, there's plenty of fucking dumbasses. Go ahead, have a right wing. Do your.
This is another thing they do. Oh yeah, he's fallen down the right wing pipeline. That's it. I'm a right winger now, and only because I criticize Hasan. That's it. That's all it takes. Criticize Hasan, and you're a right winger. I mean, it's fantastic.
Little right wing tilt, I guess, and then maybe you can find admiration again. But it's probably not going to happen. You got my fucking phone number. We can have a conversation on.
Again, I've said this before, but when Hasan, for example, explicitly when he was like, I like Hezbollah, I have no problem with them, I texted him. I was like, you know what? Before I feel like I'm getting to the point where I have to address this because it's bothering me so much. Before I get to this point, I think I need to reach out to him at least and see like what's there. So I reached out to him. I said, hey, bro, what you said about Hezbollah is pretty fucked up. Like something to that effect, maybe more. And he didn't respond. So, you know. Also, I don't know what kind of conversation you expect to have to me when your point is I have a child's brain and I'm dumb and a conservative. Like, it's not really a great starting point.
Your stream. We can have a conversation on my stream. Last time I had and you cried like.
Why is it all censored?
I don't know what he tried to say there.
What is this uploaded from? Oh, whoever uploaded this censored. He said he had the fucking baby gloves on.
Yep.
Stream. We can have a conversation on my stream. Last time I had
this is
and you
from
cried
his
like
VOD channel. I know they.
Oh, he did it.
That's my guess. I'm not sure though.
So Hasan says, last time, which was our last conversation on his stream, I had the fucking baby gloves on, which was part of, I was like, dude, why are you patronizing me? And he goes, and then you cried like a bitch. Once again, this dude is against toxic masculinity. Apparently, he's a role model for leftist values. The frat bro veneer it's rearing its head. I'm telling you, this whole left wing fucking illusion is falling to the wayside. You say I cried like a bitch?
You got my fucking phone number. We can have a conversation on your stream. We can have a conversation on my stream. Last time, I had the fucking baby gloves on, and you cried like a bitch after doing Teddy Fresh ads in the midst of our genocide coverage. Okay?
He's doing like all the Snarker greatest hits, like straight up. He's been on Snark. That was so. I did like a joke where I was like, hey, when he walked away from the computer, I was like, hey, everybody, teddyfresh.com, whatever.
I went and rewatched it, that specific moment, because I was... Well, at first I thought they were talking about on the last episode of Leftovers, but then I realized...
That was yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, my impression rewatching it is that was a bit of dark, ironic humor, because that was like at the low point of the conversation.
Yeah.
We're like looking at the chat, all saying, fuck you, piece of shit. And we're like, go to Teddy Fresh, which like... I mean, that's your style of humor. Like, yeah, you're gonna crack a joke when in that situation.
And it's just kind of like par for the course where these people forget about what a joke is all of a sudden.
They're doing Teddy Fresh ads in the midst of our genocide coverage.
Got him. Fucking Jew. Always promoting. Okay, that I put in his mouth.
Very much so, yeah.
But the crying like a bitch part is really incredible to me. I think it makes him look bad. It doesn't make me feel bad at all. It's just, I mean, I was overwhelmed with emotion, and I stepped away from the computer for a minute, and now his take, which again, this guy was apparently my friend, is that I cried like a bitch. So bitch is to express your emotions when overwhelmed is bitch-like, according to left-wing man against toxic masculinity, Hasan Piker.
Okay, that's right. And I'm not talking about the Leftovers episode where he actually cried. That was a beautiful
so that wasn't like a bitch. Okay. That part was not crying like a bitch. It was this. He's going to tell us which ones is okay and which ones aren't. That one was dope. This time you were a bitch. That cry was fucking epic.
Moment, and I was actually very wrong for thinking that actually meant something. It turned out it didn't mean shit for you at all. Okay?
Because I criticized him, by the way. Talking about the plight of Palestinians, I didn't mean it because I've criticized him. Hasan has effectively turned this conversation, and in his audience too, a lot of people online, they're like, criticizing Hasan is equivalent to criticizing Palestinians. It's literally the same. It's really incredible how they've managed to achieve such an insane, status quo here.
Because selfishly, you spent the next year constantly fucking ripping into, suspiciously, a lot of, not myself, but other people of color. I'm not calling myself a person of color. I know it's going to get clipped out of context here as well, and then you're going to be like, meh, whatever. No, just noticing that you have just been going after a lot of...
This guy is really throwing spaghetti at the wall. He's accused me of being racist. And that to me is like, my eyes rolled all the way in the back of my fucking head if I had a seizure. I was going after brown people. I'm assuming he's talking about people like Frogan and others who, by the way, I have never attacked unprovoked. Every single fucking time I've talked about Frogan was a direct response to her. Every fucking time. So what, she's brown? That's your takeaway? Is that because she's brown? That's the only reason I care that she's making fun of October 7th fucking terrorist victims? That she's brown? That's for real? Are you being serious right now? Are you actually being serious right now? You're actually making this point right now. Okay. Fucking interesting, man. Yeah, you want to see... Exactly. This is the brown people that he's talking about. Yeah, Casey, Comrade Casey, who's waiting for a hot, bodacious hijabi babe in the park.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
Let's not forget about that. That's what woke leftist non-toxic masculinity looks like. Don't you think he's really showing his ass here? It's pretty incredible.
Of people of color, Arabs, Muslims in general, just constantly fucking
like
talking about how scary they're are.
So scary.
You know?
Yeah, Frogan's so scary. Do you want to be given an example? Do you want to say who? He's so scared of Arabs based on the fact that Frogan called him a racist fucking pig and he responded to her. So Islamophobic.
Why? Why are they so scary? Islamophobic moron.
Okay, so now I'm just straight up Islamophobic. What's happening? How is this the conversation we're having? I literally made an hour and 40-minute fucking video that I put a ton of effort and time into, and instead of addressing any actual thing in that video, his response is, Ethan is Islamophobic?
I just saw the guy walk by in the background. Just got to point that out.
Yep. I saw it.
We love you, buddy. Do we make the joke that he's the ha guy? Oh, yeah. We must have done that many times by now, right? This is so interesting. I feel like people are seeing him for the first time. Like this immature, chauvinistic frat bro who's just, and you'll note, he's very angry. That's the part that I can't get over. He's so fucking angry. He's angry at his audience. He's angry at his critics. He's perpetually angry. And it's so gross. And I genuinely feel like a lot of people just think he's hot and they watch, and it's like the most pathetic shit I can ever imagine. Like, oh my God.
Who fucking retweets or basically tweets out Ben Shapiro quotes.
This is incredible. Not on Twitter. I'm not retweeting or tweeting Ben Shapiro or Ben Shapiro, Jason. I don't know who he's referring to. But in his mind, and the way he sets this up to his audience, and a lot of time this is just what he does, and everyone's like, yep, that's the thing. He says,
who fucking retweets or basically tweets out Ben Shapiro.
He retweets Ben Shapiro. No, sorry. Basically retweets Ben Shapiro talking points. What? Can you give me one example of that, perhaps? Might be difficult.
Shapiro quotes about Hamas. Maybe that's the reason why people think you're fucking super pro-Israel, okay?
Yes, it's true. I don't like Hamas. You've exposed me. And I guess that makes me pro-Israel. John D says, I've never seen an entire fan base engage in mass disinformation spreading like Hasan's since that video dropped. It's pretty wild to see. It's very MAGA-esque. That's what I've been kind of trying to say, is that Hasan is very much like the left-wing MAGA. Like the reality is whatever they will it to be. And no matter what he says, no matter how far-fetched and how like self-apparent it should be to be like, hold on, this doesn't make sense. It's just, it becomes that. And then on the internet, on TikTok, on Twitter, whatever, it's just what becomes like, oh yeah, Ethan retweets Ben Shapiro. It's like, huh?
No fucking accountability, okay? No accountability whatsoever.
Right.
Constantly pointing the finger at other people. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be me. It can't be the broad reception of my worldview. It cannot.
Look at this big dumb cup for his tiny fucking head.
Come on.
What a dumb fucking huge cup.
It's the camera angle.
He's in
dude.
Japan.
No shot, bro.
He didn't pick the cup.
Look at that giant cup with a tiny handle. What an idiot.
His hand looks pretty big though.
He intentionally drinks from this so his head doesn't look so tiny. You're like, oh wow. Oh no, actually
that would be the opposite effect. No, this isn't adding up.
Okay, fine. Maybe he didn't choose the cup. Okay.
I don't have any issue with the cup.
Not be the way that people understand where I'm coming from. Okay, the way people have heard the same talking points over and over again from people who are genuinely deeply pro-Israel. Maybe that was the reason why people were saying that. No, it must be because of anti-Semitism. And it's like, it's not.
Again, this is part of the issue too, is that like this claim of anti-Semitism, which anyone who's fair-minded can see as an issue, right? His willingness to engage with that concept is zero. In fact, it's not that. It's he's constantly downplaying it as if it's some delusion I'm having, or some way of sidestepping criticism or something, or weaponizing anti-Semitism to unfairly malign the righteous Palestinian activists who are beyond reproach.
As though anti-Semitism isn't increasing. It is, okay? And it's something that I
not
understand.
from my
It's something
community.
that many of these people that Ethan has falsely smeared as anti-Semitic. So especially at a time when there's motherfuckers like Nick Fuentes, Jake Shields, or numerous other like actually anti-Semitic monsters out there who are...
So this is, in my opinion, a completely pathetic abdication of responsibility, where he says, actually, you have to be as outwardly like anti-Semitic as like Nick Fuentes to be anti-Semitic. Like, we don't live in a world where like there's, in my opinion, more nefarious, more subtle, more acceptable forms of anti-Semitism. Like, it has to be so anti-Semitic that it hits you over the fucking head like a shotgun blast or something, or maybe that's too violent, like a club. You know what I mean? For him to be like, no, that's anti-Semitic. Like, that's easy, bro. That's fucking easy. Like, this guy understands systemic racism and all this types of shit, which is real, right? And by the way, but when it comes to anti-Semitism, it's only like the KKK. That's like being like, only the KKK is racist, bro. I actually have a black friend. I mean, it's just a pathetic abdication of responsibility. And it just totally undermines his values, too, of being like, I care about racism. I'm the fucking moral center of the world. No, you're not. You're a fucking bigot. And so are your friends.
Running rampant, hyper focusing on people who are anti-Zionist and expressly and openly not anti-Semitic is certainly a choice.
And I am not open to debating that. I will be the sole decider of who is and who isn't anti-Semitic, and I am not open to debating that, even from a fucking Jew like you. So Hasan says, we're not anti-Semitic, right? We are anti-Zionist. Frogan, who I have had who I have felt is a disgusting human being, an affront, basically, a total outright anti-Semite, who Hasan has continually defended against me, has never done anything to. So let's look, for example, at not just his fans, because even Hasan's like, yeah, some of my fans are insane. What would you say if not only his fans were insane, but his moderators, the people he chooses to give power in his community, the ones who arbitrate what is and isn't allowed to be said? Is this not a reflection of Hasan? Let's take a look. Here's one of his mods, CMAC. He says he's joining. This is from 21, so this is even before October 7th. Joining Hamas. Guys, there's literally no proof that the AP shared that building with Hamas. It's not up to us to start disproving that. If Israel themselves can't even fucking prove it in the first place, that one's whatever. He says, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm shocked they're calling Hamas a militant group instead of terrorists. Joining Hamas. This one, Prager and his brother Kenneth Prager were raised a modern Orthodox Jewish home. He says, this is from 23. You're just showing you're a Zionist, Ethan. Don't spout Zionist discourse. This one's from Toxic SJW. Fun fact, Muslims don't believe that Jews killed Jesus. Your ability to be Jewish is astounding, they said. What does that mean? Your ability to be Jewish is astounding. Megaphonic's ability to be Jewish on a daily basis is fascinating. What? This is your moderator? He says this person's a Zionist bot. Fuck off, Zionist. Fuck off, you Zionist pig. Mods, this idiot wants Hasan to engage in brain-dead Turkish discourse with the Zionist pig named Jarain. Fuck off, Zionist piece of shit. Jews in America have white privilege. This is from Lucky Pom Pom. So many privileged Jews. It's scary to anger the Jews right now. Democrat only for Jews. America is the Jewish war messiah. America is the same thing. They have a lot of Jewish students. They have that Jewish tuition money. Isn't Biden a Zionist? Someone in the U.S. It's cut off. I don't know what happened. Something is a Zionist. Liberal Zionism, laugh my ass off. The U.S. government is a Zionist government. He's a Zionist. He's fucking lying. But the powerful, influential Zionists. So that's that one. Gizmomax. You do not need to play devil's advocate when Israel is being the devil. Israel kills babies all the time. U.S. doesn't care about babies in Israel, you dumb fuck. I didn't... hold on. My ban... Okay, so this person says, my ban from the Hasan Discord has the word Israel will vanish. Crazy. And others are still supporting this content, but Twitch and Dan Clancy really must hate Jews. Canceling my turbo, I'm done. So let's see. Hello, my name is Bernard. I am an automatic moderator bot for Hasanabi server. You are permanently banned from the server for the following reason. Get out of here, you stinking up the vibe. Israel will vanish. That's an automatic response on Hasan's Discord? Is to tell people Israel will vanish?
Just to explain, no, I don't think it's automated. The full message is, but when you're a moderator on Discord, when you go to ban somebody, there's a field to add reason, and I imagine that's why it then says for the following reason, : and then that's likely a manually typed out thing.
So one of the mods was gracious to say, you get out of here, you're ruining vibes, Israel will vanish, which I am against, by the way, vanishing Israel, for the record. Oh yeah, this is the one I forgot to include, and I wish so bad I did. There was a poll that said 1/3 of Jewish American teens say they sympathize with Hamas. The title is super misleading, actually. If you look at the poll, it's broken into age groups. The one age group that says they 1/3 sympathizes with Hamas is like 14 to 17. Very bizarre. Once you turn 18, it's like 90% against Hamas. It's a very bizarre poll. And
he's taking credit for this?
He's saying I did this in terms of popularizing Hamas. He said, I did this proudly. Huh. Yeah. I guess that's it. That was it? Yeah, that's it. Not that bad. I mean, it is bad. There's a lot bad. This is actually a great post here. This is comparing when Hasan called me a bitch, a little bitch for crying. And here's an actual video of when it happens. You can show how much of a genocidal Zionist I am, as Hasan and his audience claim.
That I have, the platform that I have, to deliver a voice for a group of people that are never that are never really heard at all.
I think peace and progress happens when we connect and have empathy for each other. That's it. I'm explaining to you why Jews around the world might find that offensive, and and that's it. I think that it would be good to try to understand that. But
the question I have is this.
But I don't care to keep talking about it because we just keep talking in circles. Like I feel like I'm just explaining it, man. And I'm not a fucking radical Jew. I'm not even a religious Jew.
No,
I have no stake in the game. And this is coming from
I know.
I don't know why I started crying. It annoyed me, but like I just was getting overwhelmed with emotions. And after looking at the chat, I'm feeling like I was trying to be like genuine and have like a real conversation, and it just felt impossible. Like it just feels like if you're a Jew and you have any sympathy for Israel, like this is your fucking fate. Like nobody fucking understands where I'm coming from. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody wants to hear it. And it's just like, damn, it just felt so fucked up, and to be in this situation with my supposed friend. But whatever.
Sorry. I don't know why I get so fucking emotional lately.
You all right? We don't have to continue if you don't want to and you don't feel like it.
I'm not like a fucking I'm not a sensitive Jew. I never scream anti-Semitism about anything.
No, I know.
So like you can't. I don't even think it's fair to characterize. Like I'm just telling you how people see it.
I mean, that's all Ethan, I'm doing. I know. I never said that. You
disagree. Clearly, that's it, and that's fine.
I don't, Ethan. I've never said any of those things against you. And
although it sounds like by his most recent video that he didn't say them, but he believes them, which could explain why his moderation was non-existent when it came to people calling me terrible things.
I don't.
Also, when I was getting emotional, he thought what he was really thinking is that this guy's crying like a little bitch right now, which is fair. I guess it's a fair thought, although it's not really fair to pretend like you care and then, you know, a year later be like, oh, you were crying like a bitch because I fucking owned you.
Believe that. I'm simply trying to describe the position of Palestinians in this matter on this front. And,
You've done
not
that,
just
and I understand, bro.
Anti-Zionists as a whole.
I understand. I've listened to you.
One thing I said during this conversation that I still agree is like, theoretically, I am in favor of a one-state solution. I just not right now. I don't think that the world is ready. Like, you need to have like a reasonable, lasting peace in that region before you can talk about like becoming one state. It's like, but like, yeah, down the road during a time of like relative peace where it's been calm for years and everybody's feeling it, then yeah, one state, it sounds like a good idea. So I'm a little bitch for that one. He's the best, isn't he? Hasan tries to oh yeah, this obsession with linking me to Destiny is fucking awesome. Hasan tries to defame Ethan through guilt by association with Destiny, considering I'm not associated with him. So let's do a quick rundown of what Destiny was guilty of when he had Hasan's full endorsement. Whoa. And Hasan was close friends with him. Okay, this is interesting. So he's accusing me of being friends with a sex pest who I don't know. Okay. But meantime, when he was actually, I don't know how many people know this, but Hasan came up as a Destiny orbiter. Destiny put Hasan up big time. Like I don't even think it's unfair to say Destiny made him. I know people say it's like a joke and stuff, but like he put him on the stage. But during that time, apparently there's this stuff about Destiny, and Hasan had no fucking issue with it at that time because he was benefiting from that relationship.
Around the end of 2011, Destiny sexually assaulted a woman on his live stream. I'm not using the word allegedly here because we have video of him doing it, and he has openly admitted that it was sexual assault.
So again, I haven't seen this video, but presumably this happened when Hasan was friends with him.
I don't know exactly. Well, it certainly happened before. I don't know the whole timeline. I think they had their falling out around like 2020, 2019 or something like that. I don't know how long they were friends prior to that.
He certainly should have known about it before he fucking started.
I don't think Hasan was friends with Destiny at 2011. They might have linked up around 2017, 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have guessed it would have been later as well. But yeah, I mean, people knew Destiny was a freak for a long time.
But the thing is, if I'm a bad guy for not even knowing him, like I'm still trying to.
There's a big gotcha. There's a big gotcha,
yeah,
which we'll get to, which is about the Frogan Rising Star thing.
Okay.
Right, I know. You've been absolutely owned on that front.
Right. I know what that is.
And so.
Oh, is this a real photo? What the fuck? I felt like someone must have edited this. Dun, 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 dun. So no one knows you risk inside of them this way. Oh, you guys are on that shit. Always. It's so fucking interesting to me that these two guys.
Dude, they were like dual streaming all the time together.
They were best friends.
Yeah,
like legitimately.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, they were really close. Yeah.
At least I was never Hasan's best friend. So it's less awkward to break.
Who's your best friend?
My best friend?
Mm-hmm.
My wife. Duh. Yeah. Nice try. Next.
Damn it. Damn.
You got him.
Who's your best friend?
I guess the point is that, let's see. In 2011, Destiny sexually assaulted a woman on stream. 2012, Destiny shared private nudes of a girl he was sexting to make fun of how ugly she was. In 2015, Destiny responded to a woman telling him, ignore safe words is a form of... Wait, hold on. Let me reread that. That was kind of insane. Destiny responded to a woman telling him ignoring safe words is a form of rape, that he hopes she gets... Okay, I'm not even going to read that.
I probably don't even want to read that one out loud. You can watch Ryan Beard's video if you want to know more.
Destiny shared lewd pictures of one of his 15-year-old groupies. But anyway, this was all known stuff when Hasan was benefiting from the relationship. So it's kind of rich to invoke my name with Destiny's. I have zero association. I've gained nothing from him.
But
the only
people
thing
can
I ever
change
gained,
and people can wake up to like people's a bad person. Like I personally wouldn't hold it against Hasan that he associated with Destiny in the past because like he clearly hates him now. But to make that accusation towards you when I saw people point this out, and I think it's a fair point. In this conversation, only one of you was close friends with Destiny, and it isn't you.
Yeah.
So it's just a weird thing to try and throw at you.
I'm just so confused by it. I don't know him. I literally don't know him.
Right. Yeah, no, it's a silly.
The only thing I've ever gained
argument.
from Destiny is some sick ass Zerg starter.
Strats, right? Yeah.
Fuck
Build
yeah.
orders.
Hell yeah, Zergling rush. That's right. Ethan has never ever spoken to Destiny while Hasan was close friends to a super fan of Destiny when he knew about all these public controversies surrounding Destiny. Who do you think has more guilt by association? Reminder that Hasan and Destiny had a falling out, not over these public controversies, but over Destiny disagreeing. Oh yeah, they had a breakup over like a Kamala Harris take Hasan had of all things.
It was over like politics. That they had a falling out. It was not the weird sex cult shit.
Hasan reads some random Reddit posts listing Ethan's lies without checking any of it. Let's see.
You want a list of lies made by Ethan Klein.
By the way, let's not watch it. We're going to talk about it on stream all day. So we clearly have enough time. And I mean, Hasan's live like 8 to 10 hours every day. The guy has fucking time to do whatever he wants. We're not going to watch it. What we're going to do is go to H3 Snark subreddit. I don't know if this is this. I don't know what this subreddit is. And, or it's a Twitter copy pasta.
Well, there's a Twitter post. The screenshot seems to be from Reddit.
It's got to be from Snark.
Lies counter 52. Racking them up, dude.
You know who's the last one who did that? Fresh and Fit, baby.
Oh, true.
For a lies counter.
Yeah.
So let's see what's their epic rebuttal to my video. Let's see.
Claims communism is on the rise. From Elon Nazi saluting at Trump's inauguration to the AfD in Germany, communism is clearly not on the rise.
That wasn't really a central point. That was not a point I made. In fact, even if it was a minuscule part of the video. My point was that there are online leftist communists that are scary to me, and their ideology is radical and violent and shouldn't be ignored. You know what I mean? Like, we're all well aware of the radical psychopaths on the right, like, you know, but amongst like, we ignore what's happening in Hasan and his community. That's my point. Not that there's like a communist takeover. And again, that's pretty obvious from the video. Talked about it for like 10 seconds.
Hasan never introduced himself as a social democrat.
And that was not my point. My point is he presented himself as a social democrat, which I said, how is this disproving? This is just your opinion. This is just some person's opinion.
It's a lie.
And also, like, this is like factually, this stuff is also irrelevant to like the main points of my video. Actually, he never explicitly said he was a social democrat. It's like, okay, we'll talk about the terrorists, which was the main point of the video.
Hasan talked about education programs, not re-education camps. Hasan never...
Ooh, he never said... Wait, hold on. Is that even true?
No, that's not true.
Yeah, he literally said...
In the video, he says re-education.
Yeah, he says re-education. He said he wants to arrest people.
To do re-education. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I guess we'll see what he said if he just blows past it. But I don't think he would even deny.
No, he does.
He stated that position a few times.
He will deny it because it makes him look bad, and whatever he wants to wield as reality, he does. And there's like zero tethering to the earth.
Education camps. Hasan never runs full defense of China, especially regarding their treatment of the Uyghurs.
Would you like to show me an example of how he doesn't run defense for the Uyghurs? Or are you just going to say that? It's amazing, man. How are you reading this? This isn't serious at all. This is so not serious. I showed in my video how you did run defense for China with their Uyghur genocide. If you would like to defend yourself, I would love to see you do so to the points I actually made. Whatever the fuck this is.
Ethan shares an edited clip that cuts out where Hasan explains that he cannot control his chat from calling Ethan a racist for saying racist things.
Okay, who gives a fuck? I don't even know what you're talking about. It's immaterial, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's another one of these annoying little parts about this back and forth and this drama, which is that like the conversation I had with Ethan, chimp clip, ended with me saying, Ethan, there's only so much I can do to control the narrative in your favor.
Literally showed that and explained what a bitch you are because you gave the same. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to call him a bitch because I am not a toxic man like him. He is a baby.
Got
He's a
yourself,
baby.
didn't you?
He's a baby. What was I going to say? That I just so
if you
stupid.
keep saying things that people are going to, people.
Oh, what I say is he was crying to XQC about how he needs to moderate his chat. And it's so obvious that the way that the chat represents itself, especially on Twitch, is a direct reflection of the streamer's like will. Like you can moderate that shit. You can tell your mods. He has a ton of mods what to watch out for, what to do. We did it to our mods. We don't allow people to talk shit about Hasan during his time here, to say mean things. He very clearly made the conscious decision to allow that.
People are going to
and clearly now, based on the videos we've watched, we know that you were maliciously doing so. If you thought I was all these terrible things that you were just lying to me about,
interpret as you being pro-Israel, and it's not because you're Jewish. He cuts out continuously. There's
obviously, dude, that's not.
There's only so much I can do, and leaves out. If you continue to say things like this, people are going to think you believe them and get mad at you. Yeah, shows a random clip of someone being
immaterial. I don't know what I showed. I probably showed everything. If I didn't, I think it's probably it's immaterial. It's very transparent. It's so fucking dumb. An hour and 40 minutes of well-researched, sourced, thoughtful arguments, and this is the fucking
it's 14 pages.
14 got 140 pages. And for Christ's sake, this is not even. This is like the lowest effort. Hold on, I just got to the bottom. One of the lies is Kaya is not a designer dog. She's a mixed Tibetan Mastiff, Chow Chow, and Saint Bernard.
Meticulously argued document.
That's one of the fucking lies in this video that you think's important, that undermines it. By the way, just show me the Craigslist post. That's all I want to see. They're giving away free puppies of beautiful dogs that would usually cost $20,000. Just saying. Show me the Craigslist post. That should be easy. If he found it on Craigslist, it's probably still got it in his email.
Being anti-Semitic claims Hasan does not care about Israelis because of his lack of reaction. Hasan never justifies sexual violence. He routinely says that sexual violence.
I have a whole compilation of him downplaying the sexual violence. Like, you can watch it.
Likely occurred during October 7th and regularly cites the UN investigation that had one credible documented instance of sexual violence. He says that the sexual violence that may have happened on October 7th is not a justification for genocide.
Just watch my video. I have a whole compilation of it. It's quite compelling.
Hasan never said that Israel should let Hamas enter Israel unrestrained.
You did. You said Israel should, in response to one of the worst terrorist attacks of all time, your response is that Israel should dissolve its own government. I mean, that's what a one-state solution is to remove the border. He wants Hamas and all Palestinians, including everybody, to have full untethered access to Israel. Of course. Why would he even deny that? Isn't that the whole fucking point of the one-state solution? How are we going to keep Hamas out? Yeah. Why are you even lying about your position?
The Hamas. Dude, for the record, easiest like 500,000 view video of your life. If you just like look at all of the clips that Ethan used and go on Twitch, go to the VOD and extend the clip by like 30 seconds.
I'm waiting. And say it. Say that it would be so powerful if only someone did this. Except nobody's going to do it because it's a lie. But he gets the benefit of saying, like, I swear to God, it's all taken out of context. And if one of you would just do this, but of course it won't ever happen because that video would be obscene. It wouldn't work because I don't think anything was taken out of context. Everything I showed was pretty thoroughly like contextualized. But this is what Hasan does all the time. He goes, chip clipped. I got chimp clipped.
What do you keep saying?
Clip shimp.
Chimp clipped.
Clip shimp.
I got clip chimped.
There you go.
You're saying like shim clipped or something?
He said ship clip.
I got chimp clipped.
It's a ship clip.
There's the clip. Go look for the clip.